Now, there's going to be times when a coat requires alterations, particularly when your client has a pretty significant difference between their chest measurement and, say, their hips and their waist. If there's ever like more than a 2-inch difference between a guy's chest and his hips, there's a good chance it's going to require alterations. And many of our clients are very fit these days, so there might be a 3, 4, and a 5-inch difference sometimes between their chest and their hips, and so alterations may be required. Also, we have a standard length on our sleeves. We're pretty good at it. It hits most people, but some guys like to tweak it a little bit, their own personal taste, their own personal style. So we're going to look at that alteration as well. So Bruce is going to demonstrate, putting the coat on properly, but what happens when there's alterations that are required.
Okay. All right, Mr. Client, let's slip this on. Through there. Let me get that across your shoulders. Shimmy it a little bit. Smooth it. Let's see here. Okay. So Steve, if you recall, you've got a pretty big drop between your chest and your waist. Mm-hmm. So take a look at that. Tell me what you think.
It feels a little full in the body.
You know what? I agree because of that drop. So Steve, what you're going to need to do, you need to take this to your tailor, and he's going to want to pull it in slightly through the sleeves. The important part of fitting a coat is fitting your shoulders. We can't go any smaller here, and this is a personalized garment. It's not made to measure. So you take this to your alterations gal, and she's going to bring this side in just a bit. Very easy alteration.
I also think these are sleeves that are a lot longer than what I'm used to.
I agree, Steve. Typically you definitely don't want it down in your palm. Do you prefer to show a little bit of linen when you're wearing your coats?
What do you mean by linen?
The sleeve length. Do you like to show a little bit of cuff at the bottom?
I've never really thought about it, but I don't mind it.
Okay.
I just don't want them to be too short.
Oh, exactly. So, Steve, if you get it at the break of your wrist, you're always going to be appropriate. I like to show a little bit of cuff, probably more than most. Again, that's a personal preference, and I'll let you work that out with your alterations person.
Okay, good. Fair enough.
Okay? So that's it. Very easy. You're very confident. There is no need for you to be paying for these alterations. You're giving this guy tremendous value in this garment, and it's in the case of our suits, it's a $2,000 value garment that we're selling for $795, $750 to $825. Just sell it on the front end. This is a personalized garment. It's not made to measure. There may be alterations required, particularly for those guys that have the bigger drop, and just let them know that the alterations will be required, and you can take that up with your alterations person.
Yeah, you don't want this to be a surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
If you tell them up front, they're going to be cool about it.
Yeah, just remember, they're not made to measure, they're not custom, never sell it that way. Sleeves are the same on every 42 long, every 42 regular, they're the same. We don't pre-adjust any alterations, so please don't sell it that way. It's a beautiful experience to get this garment and wear it, and once they get it tuned up with their alterations person, they're going to love you as well.